I'm Alex, this is Joseph, and this is Michael. We also have our father, Chris, and our mother, Michelle, as well as our cute dog, Will. Of course, we also have the stars of the show, Gertie, Mabel, Edith, and Penelope.
And in this episode, we're gonna be getting some new chickens. I think we should get a rooster.
As a sole female in our human family, I'm not so sure that another noisy boy is what we need. But I'm gonna go to some chicken farmer friends, see what they have to say.
So we were debating about having a rooster ourselves to begin with. I think the biggest reason why we have a rooster is because we got a rooster. Like when they're day old, you don't really know if they're boys or girls. And when we got the 4, they were all so cute, and we really grew attached. We gave them all their names. So Benny was actually Betty to begin with, because we thought he was a girl. He'll go scavenging, and as soon as he finds something particularly yummy, like if we've been working in the yard and we've turned over the dirt and there's grubs and worms, he'll call his girls over, and he'll essentially step back, let them eat first, and then like if there's enough left over for him, he kind of picks up the seconds. The human owner can kind of take in the position of the rooster. So if you make those like little rooster noises when you feed them, and they know that you're protecting them, they will kind of come to you and kind of treat you like their rooster, so they don't really miss a rooster. And the only other thing I guess a rooster is good for is if you wanted to end up breeding some extra chickens.
I am getting a bit more comfortable with the idea of a rooster during like the beginning. There were a few reasons why I wasn't interested in adding a rooster. Sometimes they can be aggressive, they're loud.
The noise, yeah.
Their noise, we hear our neighbors crowing all day long. So I guess I'm more so open to the idea now that I'm more seasoned in chickens, and I guess I sort of know what I'm doing.
A few months into it, we were wondering why there was no eggs.
Not
and
a single one.
My grandma came by and had to break the news to us that we actually had 3 roosters and one hen. So we got rid of the roosters, and we picked up two more little hens, and that was Sharon and Linda.
So the neighbor said we're allowed to get chickens, but no roosters. Apparently there's a bylaw.
Well, that answers that. So how do we add to the flock? It'd be fun to have some cool colored eggs. Nothing against our Rhode Island Reds, but there's some pretty rad chickens out there.
So when we decided to expand our flock, we had Bernard, our rooster, and Dottie, our hen, that are Easter eggers. So they lay the green eggs, and I thought it would be really cool to have like a mixed colored Easter basket from my chickens. I looked into different varieties and found a local individual who brings in the different breeds. So we got some Americanas that lay like a powder blue colored eggs, some copper Marans, the black ones with the fluffy feet. They lay like a dark chocolate brown egg. He had some French Bressa that lay a white egg, lavender Orpingtons that lay a regular brown egg. So he had those ones listed online, but while we were there, he showed me all these different chickens that he had. So he was like, oh, did you want a silky? Did you want this? Did you want that? So I'm like, oh, silky, I would love a silky, they're so fun.
Here we are, all ready to go and get some designer heritage breed chickens. And then...
So we have our egg operation here. It's in an odd spot in our kitchen. My wife's kindergarten teacher, and she's doing a project to show her class, able to show them her incubator with her ducks inside of it, and then kind of the progress of our ducks and chickens hatching. We started with 4 chickens. We're down to, I think, 3 right now. And then we got to figure out what we're going to do with them after that. It might be, you know, if you're fortunate enough, we might add them to your flock.
So me and Emma, Lucy will all flip the eggs 3 times a day. And then we have to also watch the temperature so it's at 99, so they're warm. Because like when the mother sits on it, then they're warm, and so they don't get too cold and die.
If they stick to the side, that means they die. We have to roll them 3 times a day. Mom dropped an egg when she was rolling the chicken eggs.
The kids are very responsible, but Mommy kind of broke one.
Looks like we might get these little ladies who need a home. Time to visit with Anne where they came from and get some advice.
So you've already got an established flock. So introducing new birds can be kind of tricky because there is a pecking order, and putting new ones in, the 4 you have will gang up on the 2. So you either have to add the same amount, so like 4 and 4 is a little more even. Otherwise, you can slowly introduce them, kind of have a little separate spot for them where they can see each other, but the old chickens can't get at them. And so that as they get a little more, you wait about a week so they get used to each other without beating the crap out of each other. Okay. And then try putting them in, because they will go after them, and then once they start, they won't stop.
So I'm in charge of security, and we need to have these chickens as close to the new chickens as possible, but without them having any contact. So we came up with closing the door to this run, so then they'll have high security. I came up with a great test to find out if these big birds can hurt these little birds. So I'm going to use these mealworms and hold it right up here, and if they can't hurt my hand, well then they can't get at the chicken.
Hello, I'm in charge of giving the baby chickens food and water. So me and my dad did what the expert said and built a chicken feeding mechanism out of PVC pipe. Here's how it works. So you open the lids, put food in here, and you can fill it all the way up to the top. And the baby chickens will eat. And when it gets too low, you just need to give it a little bit of a kick, and the food will rise so they can eat more. And then you put the cap back on so no yucky stuff can get in, and then the chickens are good to eat.
I'm in charge of the R&R here, so the first thing we're going to want to do is put their little bed very close to the wall so that it's in place. Then we're going to make it more comfortable by adding in a bunch of pine shavings. Next thing we got to do is put this ramp like so that the little girls can access the upper levels. This is a swing we installed. Hopefully they're big enough to use it, although we won't be pushing them. We don't want our chickens to fly. They're not meant to do that.
Boys, the chickens are being born. Look how little they, that's hard work.
Oh my gosh, your chickens are so cute. Wow, I never knew chickens were born that big.
Oh, look at that one. Oh, there's our little chickens. Oh, those ducks are so cute. Can we? No ducks. Chickens are enough.
When were they born and how was it like to see them born?
They would make a little hole and then push through.
Like crack.
Yeah.
Like crack a little bit. And then they take a little like rest kind of for like 10 or 20 minutes and they like keep trying. And then Lucy, after a couple days, you were helping some of them.
Lucy was breaking an egg because of the one needed help.
Was this experience fun?
Yeah.
It was very fun because like every day we had to like check on them and like roll them, and now we get to like play with them.
Would you guys want to do it again?
Yeah.
What are their names?
Lucy, Harriet, and Mabel, and they're all girls.
What do you guys have to do to take care of these chickens?
We have to make sure they eat food and drink water.
And we gotta keep an eye on them. So then predators don't like cats, so they don't like eat them.
Maybe they will go to your house if you promise you'll take care of them. If we give you your chickens, will we get to come see them?
Absolutely. Do we have a deal?
Yeah.
Deal!
So it may not be a rooster, but she's super cute. Her name's Mabel, but we already have a Mabel, so her name's gonna be Maybella, and Bella for short.
Remember when Brody and Victoria said they didn't know they had a rooster? Yeah.
No way! Maybella's Mortimer!
Got a rooster, yes!
We got a rooster, yes!